This is my black-tailed Cribo named Rico. He's 23 years old and he is quite an interesting snake. He is always on the go, he is super friendly, and he's absolutely wonderful. There's something about these indigos and Cribos that are really special because they're always on the move. They seem to be highly intelligent and they are just a lot of fun. But again, like I mentioned, he's actually 23 years old now and he's starting to show a little bit of sign of aging, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, you can start to see that his eyes are getting cloudy. Now, he's not going into shed like a normal snake. What's basically happening is he's getting cataracts. That's right, my boy Rico at 23 years old is starting to go blind. Yeah, even snakes can go blind. Isn't that crazy? But look at this guy. He still acts like a little energetic buddy. He's always on the move. He's always amazing. It's one of the largest snakes in all of the Americas. That's right. That's right, the black-tailed Cribo. The yellow-tailed Cribos actually get a little bit larger, and even the indigo snakes are absolutely massive, but they're all what they call the genus of Drymarchon. And I tell you what, I love this guy so much. But again, he is getting old and he's starting to show some of those signs. Typically, a colubrid over 20 years old is getting pretty ancient. At 23, he's up there, but I have pretty good faith that he's going to be around for a couple more years. And guess what? Today is the day I get to feed him. So the only thing you have to be really concerned with the fact that he doesn't see well is when he starts to smell food, he will absolutely be careful and he might bite you. See, he'll just kind of go crazy. Whoa, see how he misses like crazy? He'll start biting anything at all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Rico, calm down, calm down. There you go, whoa, there he goes. Finally, I tell you what, it didn't take him long to grab that thing, but he's gonna eat fast. But let's go ahead and just roll a time lapse on it. You can see how these guys eat so absolutely quick. You can see, look at like no other snake I've ever seen that eats this way. I mean, they just crush the food. As soon as he gets to the head, it'll be down in a second. But that's the only thing about his eyesight being bad, is that when you go to feed him, he just goes crazy. Tell you what, that was pretty absolutely amazing. There's nothing like a Cribo when it comes to eating. They're such an unusual animal. They thrash around, the way they eat. Again, there are really three types of snakes with a really broad generalization. There's constricting snakes that actually constrict their snakes and kill it. There are snakes that actually have venom that actually envenomate their prey, and that's how they kill it. And then there's snakes like Cribos and hognose that basically eat their prey live, right? They don't constrict, they don't have venom, they just eat it live. And there is Rico looking absolutely incredible. Again, he might be 23 years old, but hey, I tell you what, he's still a wonderful snake, and I hope he still has a few years left. And by the way, welcome to the vlog, Reptile Army. I hope the start of your day is amazing. But you know, Rico isn't the only old snake I have. Of course, this is an albino Chinese rat snake, and its name is Gramps. Now, this guy is actually, believe it or not, only 21 years old, so in a way, he's like a spring little chicken compared to Rico. But the truth is, again, colubrids oftentimes don't live past 20 years. So to have Gramps and to have Rico, as well as a couple other colubrids that are in their 20s, I feel pretty special. Now, pythons and stuff like that will sometimes live into 30, sometimes even 40 years old, but these guys don't live quite as long. So Gramps has been around for a long time. I've had him since he was a baby, and he is an absolutely wonderful animal. I mean, just look at the keel scale and that beautiful head. Oh my gosh, if you just found this in the wild, you would certainly think that this was a cobra, much like Rico, right? I mean, they both look kind of like very venomous and cobra-like. Absolutely wonderful animals. I tell you what, Gramps is super cool. Again, these guys come from China, and you could definitely start seeing both with Rico and Gramps that the age is getting to them. Their spine is showing a little bit. There's a couple little imperfections. I mean, that just comes with age, guys. I mean, he was a beautiful animal and bred for us for many years before he ended up retiring. Now he's over here at the Reptarium where people can actually enjoy him. I think everyone knows by now that the person that works the most around here is Lori, but the fact is that I don't know where she's at, so I want to go ahead and try to find her and keep an eye on her today. I'm sure she's working really hard. There she is, she's working. Should I bother her or just let her work? You know what I think we should do to make sure she keeps that working is, let's roll a time lapse.
Feed Verde the anaconda. I've never actually fed an anaconda before, so I'm kind of excited. So let's see what happens. Wow, that was fast, for sure.
that was crazy fast. Actually, I was not expecting that.
Let's see if Carl, my boy, wants to eat. Oh yes, beautiful. He's such a cool snake. He's done. Time to move on.
Guys, I'm coming back at you with my friends over at Raycon. Trust me, you guys are going to need to get on this. If you want to, spoil yourself, maybe with a little of that stimmy money, you got a birthday coming up, you want someone else to buy you a gift, I am promising you this, guys. You will love the Raycon Everyday E25. I've been using them for like a year and a half now, and these are the same pair that I started on. They come in this cool little carrying case right now. It's perfect. I mean, they are unbelievable. Great sound, about half the price of the big brands, and now you can even save more. Listen, let me just tell you a couple things. First off, it's founded by Ray J. Celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Mike Tyson are loving on these things. I mean, trust me, I am not kidding you guys. I'm not here to sell you on something. I'm telling you, I love these things. Everyone in the crew uses them. I have been binging the heck out of podcasts lately. Sometimes it's nice to kind of unplug, right? You're always in front of that computer screen. Get out of that computer screen and just kind of binge yourself some great music, podcasts, whatever the case may be. It's really good for you. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of other premium wireless earbud brands and sound just as amazing as other top audio brands. Raycon offers their wireless buds in a range of colors and patterns with a variety of fit options. And they actually charge for up to 6 hours with one charge from this little carrying case, and this charging case can actually do 4 charges. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not sure. That's 24 hours, but to be honest with you, I seem like I only charge these things about once a month, and I use them every single day. And now there's a 45-day return policy. You don't like it, you just return it, but trust me, that ain't gonna happen because you're gonna absolutely love these things. And now you can even save more. That's right. Click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/BrianB to get 15% off your order. I know hundreds and hundreds of people that have bought these since I've been starting to work with the company. Every one of them thanks me. I know you will too. Vera Day is definitely looking good. She's starting to go to the bathroom all the time after that really big meal the other day. And I gotta be honest with you, I wanna just talk to you about a personal thing right now. Hope you guys don't mind. Through my life, I've had a lot of people that I've really looked up to that have treated me amazingly. The list is too long to even go down it, but the fact is that just yesterday, I heard that my friend Jack Hanna, of course, Jungle Jack Hanna from the Columbus Zoo, had all kinds of TV shows when I was growing up, who became a good friend of mine. I had the pleasure of not only hanging out with them, but also doing some filming with them. As a matter of fact, I'll roll a couple film clips right now, Jay.
Hi everybody, I'm Jungle Jack Hanna from the Columbus Zoo. Welcome to Snake Bites. Ryan was here somewhere with me.
Hey, Jack. I know you've been doing this for a long time and stuff, but that's really not the way we roll when we do this show. Let me just stand back for a second. This is how I want you to do it. Hey, Brian from Snake Bites here. We're down at the Columbus Zoo, and we're with Jack Hanna, and you're watching Snake Bites. Something like that, you got that? All right,
okay.
See, I know you've been doing it, but see what you can do.
Hi everybody, I'm Jungle Jack Hanna. Welcome to Snake Bites. Guthrie Williams always said, you can usually train a wild animal, you can never tame a wild animal.
Right.
Because it's like a loaded gun, as you well know, it can go off at any time.
Right.
And this cat here is capable right now of taking your hand off or something like that. But we do work with him with enrichment and all this. You can see here these guys, nothing's done here about knocking animals around, anything like that. These animals they've got all their claws, teeth, and everything. But I could just watch this cat all day long.
And yeah, that was a handful of years ago, but I even did some shows with him live where I was his reptile guy when he was talking about things. He was an absolutely amazing person to me. I realized that you can't please everyone. Some people don't like him. I love the man, and he really gave me a tremendous amount of information and wisdom when I was growing up, kind of getting involved in the entertainment world. And one of the things that I can never forget him telling me, and I'll never get this for the rest of my life, he said, remember, Brian, every single person that supports you is why you are where you are today. And I have taken that to heart over the last 15 years since I met Jack, and every step of the way I've realized that it's you guys that really have made me be able to live my dreams and fulfill my dreams. And it really came from Jack really making that so apparent to me, to make sure that I was grateful for each one of you, just like he was grateful for all the people in his life. Well, unfortunately, I just heard that he got diagnosed with dementia, as well as, I believe, Alzheimer's, and he's retiring. It's tragic to me because this man was such a wealth of knowledge. He traveled all over the world, and to see him suffer is heartbreaking to me. So my thoughts, my prayers, and all of my feelings go out to you, Jungle Jack Hanna, as well as your family and all the people that love you. You were one of my heroes, and I'll always love you.
I've literally never fed Ubisuku. I actually have never even opened up this cage.
And you got a rat.
And I've got this rat here.
Open the cage door. Put it right next to it.
Oh, okay. It was actually really easy. There you have it. Little Ubisuku feeding for you. Yeah, look at her. Chomp that thing.
Professional.
I am a professional. There you go. Oh yeah, Ubu, put it down, baby. Put it down. Yeah. Dude, it's kind of messed up though. Oh! Did you see the rat tail come back out of her mouth though?
I'm gonna try and tongue feed our Europlatus fimbriatus, Cosmo and Wanda here. These guys are some of my favorites. They just look so wild. They look like little aliens to me. But these guys are from Madagascar. Now the one I'm feeding here, this is Cosmo. There we go. As of right now, there are 19 different recognized species of Europlatus. We only have one right now, unfortunately. There are a bunch that I want to get though. One of the cool things about these guys too is one of their main prey items in the wild is actually snails. Interestingly enough, Wanda's usually the one I can get to eat off tongue, so it's kind of cool that Cosmo's going for it today.
Well, it's been a while since we fed Ben and Jerry. What do you say if we see these two monkeys want to eat? And as always, Ben went right off the rip and took it. Now, the whole idea is that oftentimes once Ben is halfway done or so, then Jerry will sometimes want to take a rodent, and sometimes it doesn't. You got to remember, these guys share the same stomach, so it doesn't matter if both of them eat. I think it's more of an enrichment thing than anything, so we'll just go ahead and let Ben eat a little bit and then try to offer Jerry. All right, so now that Ben has some down, I'm gonna go ahead and offer Jerry some food. Looks like he's not very interested, but every now and then it'll take. We'll just keep on trying. Looks like Ben is pretty much in the dominant seat here today, and yeah, I have a pretty good feeling that Jerry's not gonna eat today, but you know what? Ben is crushing food, so we'll go ahead and give Ben a couple fuzzies. And like I mentioned, actually, Ben and Jerry probably share the same stomach, although we've never had them sonogram. Now that my vet is actually moving right next door to us, we're gonna be able to take all our animals whenever we want and do whatever we want. So here in another couple months when she's next door, we'll take Ben and Jerry over, we'll do a little sonogram, find out what's going on the inside. That will be awesome. She's still working. It's kind of like a cage lion. You gotta know when to just walk away. Don't want to mess with Lori when she's working. Let's go this way. Guess what, guys? My buddy Brian Cusco sent me a package. It's got to be good. Remember, he's the one that is such a good friend of mine. He sent me that sunset. So let's see what's in this package here. What did Brian send me? Okay, so what is this? Oh my gosh, I know exactly what this is. This is so dope. Those of you guys that don't know this, unbelievable. My buddy Brian and Forrest, of course, went to Indonesia a few years back, and we went into a place to find a retic cave. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you just a little piece of that clip right now.
Did I get it? We were only probably 10 feet in the cage when we came across our first reticulated python. You know, so oftentimes I go to places where the lure is much bigger than the actual event. The fact that you think, oh, there are just loads of reticulated pythons, and then you get there and you don't see anything whatsoever. But in this case, we were literally 10 feet into the cave. We came across this little bugger here.
And when we flew all the way to this little island called the Bambaju to try to find that retic cave, we only had this right here. This is actually a piece of paper that we had a little map, a little treasure map that led us to Snake Palace, or what they call Istana Ular. This is the original one. Brian, I love you, dude. I'm hanging this on the wall. One of the top 1 or 2 experiences of my life. I cannot thank you enough, and to have this means the world to me, dude. I mean, I love you so much. So I'll put a link in the description to his channel. You can go check him out, show him some love, tell him I sent you. This is absolutely amazing. And the truth is, having some of those older animals is exactly why we ended up starting the majority of the animal ambassadors here at the Reptarium as babies or very young, is because I didn't want to have a bunch of animal ambassadors on display that would be getting old and potentially passing away from old age. So things like Marshmallow here are literally a year or less, and the majority of our animals here are under 4 years old. So that's pretty cool. They're going to be around for a long time. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, right over here where Marshmallow is, hit that playlist and you guys can watch 1 or 2 videos. On this side, you can actually subscribe to this vlog channel, turn your post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day, Reptile Army. Be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.